Hi everyone, my name is Margaret Ojochide Aligbe. So today I want to share some tips on the scholarship SISGP motivation letter tips and general scholarship tips. I hope it can help someone. So let's begin. Now, what is SISGP and why is it different? SISGP actually means Swedish Institute Scholarship for Global Professionals. One of the reasons why I actually like scholarship is you just need to get admitted. That is where the work is. You don't require to write any GIE, IELTS. As at the time I applied, I was not ready to write any exam. So that was like a saving grace for me. And I know that a lot of people may not be able to afford to write IELTS, apply, be paying application fee and doing a lot of things at the same time. It's very, very expensive. So scholarships like this offer you opportunity. All you have to do is just get admitted. So your grade really does not matter at the end of the year, and your age does not matter. Someone that was 42 years old from South Africa got the scholarship. This is life. She graduated, she attended SLU. And it is focused on the sustainable development goals. It's for those interested in studying masters in Sweden. And then people that want to contribute positively to the development of their home countries. And it is funded by the Swedish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They call Swedish Institute Scholarship holders in Sweden government picking. Okay, let's go on general scholarship tips. Always read the requirements over and over. Don't skip anything. I need to state this. This is very, very important. Don't skip anything. Read everything back to back. Be sure you understand what you are looking for so that you don't skip anything. One of the requirements says you must get admission. So you don't at the end of the day, you've been admitted, submitting your transcripts on time and verifying your documents from university admission is always paramount, because at the end of the day, if that is not sorted out, even if you hustle for the scholarship, you are not going to get anything. So you have to focus on that. When you sort that out, then you do that along as you are doing with the scholarship. This is very, very important. Go back to the website also and read again what kind of person SI is looking for. They stated the kind of candidate they are looking for. Your work now is how do I become that person? How do I tailor my application to become that kind of person they are looking for? How do I make my application to fit within that criteria? This is very, very important when you are doing the whole process. And that is why they have list of eligible courses. So all these things count. You have to pay attention to every single detail. Now, when you're applying for courses on university admission website, aim for program that you have best fit. Don't just fly and say, because this course is popular, because this school is popular. In Sweden, it doesn't matter. When you are here, you are here. Nobody is going to nobody's going to say, like we say in Nigeria, you attended the OAU, my school is better than your school, you attended UI, all those things. It's not necessary. You are here, you are here. You get your education and your certificate will still be relevant. Nobody can say because you went to loan, your certificate is better than this person's own. And one of the things about Sweden is there are some schools that have department that is only the department that is doing the course in the whole of Sweden. So even if the school is less popular, that department will be very, very, very competitive. Same thing with schools like Lund or Chalmers. There are departments in the school that are less popular because they don't really have a lot of students applying. So sometimes it's not about the school being popular. The department itself, how popular the department is can make it very, very competitive. Please pay attention to every details when you're applying so that you don't go and waste your application money. So that you don't go and waste your money in this kind of economy that we are in. It's very, very important. Now, when you're applying for schools, don't be focused on hype. I said it before. Aim for courses that you will get in, so that you don't go and end up on like the waiting list. If you're on the waiting list, on the reserve list, it means you don't. you can't compete for the scholarship anymore. Your application, you have to just wait till next year and start the whole process all over again. Except maybe you are self-funded. Then when your name eventually comes out, then you pay the school fees yourself. So it's important for you not to for you to do your application not to end up on the waiting list. Now, put in the work for the researchers. Even as much as you want to get tips from other people, I encourage you to do the application, put in the work required yourself, do your research. You know, if you actually are able to successfully do this process, go through this process, it is a skill that you can still use for other opportunities. It's not just SI scholarship. Avoid plagiarism. In the terms of the scholarship, plagiarism is stated that it's very, very important. If you go and do copy and paste from another person's work, you and the person that you copied from, both of you, you will be flagged by the Swedish Institute. So it is important that you, as you are putting in the work, you are waiting for this opportunity. Try to make your work original. This is very, very important. Please. That's why sometimes when people ask me, oh, send me your document, I don't even know where my document is. It's gone because in fact, that's the truth. I don't even know where my document is. And even if I have it, I won't even send it to you, because me sending you my document puts me at risk, and it puts you too at risk. So it's very, very important to make your work original. Now, when in doubt, ask question. There is SI Facebook website is very, very vibrant. They respond to questions in the comments. So you can actually look at that places, and then you can check their fact on their websites where they respond to popular questions that have been asked in the past. Google is your best friend. Don't sleep on Google. There's a lot of resources, a lot of information in Google that can help you. Also, believe in yourself and don't be afraid to fail. I got the scholarship as my second attempt. The scholarship, about the scholarship document, make sure you read every instruction in filling the document, every single detail, both on the website and on the document. This is very, very important. Like the Swedish Institute Scholarship application, they write, there's a lot of information for you to take in. There's information on the website, there's information on the document itself. You have to pay attention to that. And then beware that the process and the documents change from time to time. What worked last year may not work this year. So you understand, like what worked for Mobolaji's time was different from what worked for me in my own time. So you have to put this in mind, because if somebody gave you, you cannot be using the tips of 2018 to be applying for the tips of 2020 or 2021. You have to pay attention. So it's important that you pay attention, like, to every single detail. You can take this from past scholarship holders, but look at what is required for the process this year. Now, don't be quick to conclude on your, like, how many SDGs you require. It's good for you to read the targets to know that, okay, maybe I need to add more SDGs, maybe I need to remove. But you cannot know that if you don't even know the targets and the indicators. So you have to take your time. And then on your CV, you cannot, like, on your CV, don't say because an experience is not relevant to my application, I will throw it away. If you refuse to put that experience on your CV and you fall short of the hours, what are you going to do? So sometimes an experience may be, even if it's not relevant, it may show that you've worked and it's like a real organization. You put it there to make up for the hours. It doesn't really mean that it doesn't really mean you should just throw it away like that. If that experience is going to add up to the hours required, please add it. Except maybe you have another option you can put. But if you don't have, please add it so that you can complete the hours. And then make sure your referee understand the rules so that they know how to fill your documents for you. Now, on the motivation letter, it says, the question there says, describe how you can apply the knowledge and experience gained from your time in Sweden in your organization, company, or your country, region upon your return from Sweden. Now, one way you can get this is, what do you hope to gain? You look at the syllabus. This course I'm applying, the syllabus and the course content, what do they say is going to come out of this course. Like they will tell you, if you read this course, this is what you are supposed, this is going to be the benefits. People that read this course, this is where they end up working. That gives you a tip to know, okay, the goals of this program and what I hope to learn and how that fits into your career in the future. Okay, also you have to know why Sweden. It's important why you want to do this course, why you want to come to Sweden, why you want to go there. Also, why are you choosing this school? For instance, I chose Uppsala University because Uppsala is in a student-friendly town, and also because Uppsala is the oldest university in Scandinavia. There are so many reasons. I chose the department because it's in SIMOS. SIMOS is like a student, they allow students to take initiative. Is a student-friendly department. All these things is on the course website. You have to look at it to be sure. Now, when you look at specific problem you want to solve, your hope is, okay, I'm trying to do this course because I hope that I'll be able to solve so problem. You have to be specific. For example, you can say, like my time, I said, okay, I want to study sustainable development because I want to be able to get the knowledge that will be useful in helping Nigeria implement the SDG, blah, 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 what. Your case, it could be, has to do with the pandemic, the issue of the palliative we had in Nigeria, or it could be collapse of electricity grid. It could be constant flooding. It could be pollution. Just anything that is tangible, that you know that the knowledge you are going to get is going to be useful. So you have to pay attention to that. It will really be helpful. So when you want to you have to maybe find somewhere you write. Maybe you can write a list of benefits from the course syllabus. Why Sweden? What is it about Sweden you want to go there? Why are you choosing the school city? What specific problem you want to write? So you just list it out. After you list it out, then you can just find a way to just write it out in a very concise form. Don't type it directly. Don't type it directly on the motivation letter. Type it somewhere on a fresh Word document, or write it out. Then you begin to tweak it out, and adjust it till it fits within the word limit. And then you relate everything to particular SDGs. It helps you to be more specific. That's why I mentioned targets and indicators before. Finally, do not repeat what you have written on your CV or your motivation letter. This was stated, this was stated in the list of what was written, or what was required in the motivation letter. So it's important for you. It's important for you not to repeat what you wrote on your CV or your motivation letter. You have to pay attention to this, because if you do that, it automatically disqualifies you. Now look for referees that can hammer your achievements and back up your application, people that can help you to blow your horn very well, so that your application can stand out. Now, no spelling errors. Save your documents in PDF, review them again. Then, because in a way, when you save documents in PDF, it's easy for you to see the errors. Now, submit your application early. I've said this before. In Sweden, it's first come, first serve. Don't wait till the website is jammed before you start applying, before you start submitting your application. It can put you under undue pressure. One thing here I want to state about submitting your application early is, the last time I applied for the scholarship, I actually submitted it twice, because after I submitted the first day, and I realized that I missed a particular document. I didn't merge it. When I was merging it, I missed a document. So I applied. I had to put in another application. If I didn't submit early, I don't think I would have been able to put that stunt. So it's smarter for you to submit early. It gives you rest of mind. Do your best, and don't forget to pray. These are 3 websites that can help you: the SI scholarship website, the Study in Sweden website, and the university admissions website. These 3 websites will help you through the application process. Thank you for listening. I'm on Instagram at Chide360, and then you can follow me on Twitter at MadeEveryday. Thank you so much for listening. I also hope this was able to help someone. Thank you.